The first time I got exposed to it was Dropbox and Drew Houston. We were about 2 years into HubSpot. We kicked it off in 2006, a handful of us from MIT, and we happened to overlap with Drew, who was at MIT as an engineering student, and we were friends. And he went off and did Dropbox, and Dharmesh saw it, and he's like, oh my gosh, he was like so jealous. Like, he's like, we need to do it that way. Like, people are, because we're out there selling it, doing demos and charging $250 a month. And Drew was getting millions of people to come to Dropbox.com and download it, or they didn't even have a mobile app at the time, and just get going and start paying like whatever, $20 a month without any human. SaaS came about and everyone was like, oh, that's never going to work. Seriously. They said it's never going to work. And actually at the time it was like, you believed them. They were like, what CIO is going to put their data in the cloud? You're telling me that, Boston Children's Hospital is going to put their data in the cloud? You're telling me that Bank of America is going to put their data in the cloud? And it's like believable. And then slowly people started to happen. And then all of a sudden, these cloud first organizations started winning. And by 2010, they were dramatically taking market share. Like, the on-premise people all of a sudden started hiring McKinsey and BCG and trying to figure out how to move to a cloud offering. It was really hard. And now look at the top most valuable, fastest growing software companies in the world. It's dominated by the cloud, by SaaS. And I think that's going to happen in product-led growth. Okay, so it's just from a very basic principle. If you're going to buy a product, and one company, the way you buy it is you request a demo, you talk to a salesperson for a couple of weeks, and then you pay $20,000 a year. Another company is you go to their website, you download it, you use it, you see if it works, you see if you like it, and then you pay if you like it. Are you kidding me? The latter is always going to win. Now, the problem is that PLG, unlike SaaS, is not applicable to every category. Right? SaaS was applicable to almost every software category. PLG is not. Look at HR software like a Workday. I don't know if that's disruptable through PLG. So there's still little things that I've written about, like low time and effort to value, and they're easy to understand messaging, single player mode. But I do think that we're in the early innings, and a decade from now, the new generation of big winners are going to be PLG companies. You're seeing some of that today with Slack, with Dropbox, with Atlassian, with Asana. And I think we're in the early innings of that. Just like it was hard for the on-premise companies to move to cloud, really hard, and it was actually easier to start a cloud company from the beginning. It's the same thing with PLG. It's really hard for a company, even if right now they're like 100 million in revenue, this category is going to be PLG'd, we got to do it. It's hard for them to do that because they basically cannibalize their own business. So there's a huge advantage to the new entrant, just like it was in SaaS.